Good morning, students. This is Professor Kiran Poddar, Angadi Institute of Technology and Management, Belagavi. In this session, we are going to discuss a Laplace transformation of unit step function, which is also called as Heaviside unit function. So, when we go through the definition, we'll understand what it means. What is unit step function or Heaviside function? The unit step function u of t minus a, this u indicates unit, u of t minus a, or a Heaviside function h of t minus a. H indicates Heaviside. Sometimes in the examination they ask unit step function or Heaviside function, both are same. Therefore, the unit step function u of t minus a or Heaviside function h of t minus a is defined as u of t minus a or h of t minus a, which is equal to 0 for t is less than or equal to a. What is a here? A is always a positive number, positive integer. Fine. Otherwise it will be 1 for t is greater than a. That we need to understand through this diagram now. So if we take x and y axis and O is a pole origin, if I fix up the things, this is 0 and this is 1. Okay. Then if we take, then what happens? If t is less than or equal to a, if t is less than or equal to a, then automatically what happens? The value becomes 0. If t is more than a, t is more than a, then it will be equal to 1. For example, if we take, then this here it will be u of t minus a. If we take, then what happens? From here to here it moves up to 1, then it becomes stagnant. Why? Because if t is less than or equal to a or this, or else if we take one more point, then if I take, fix up the things, it is 0 to 1, or else if I take, it is 0 and this is a and this continued. Then from 0 to a or equal to a, the value of t, if we take from 0 to a, here the functional value of this will be 0. When it goes away from here, then the functional value becomes 1. These are the binary numbers 0 and 1, or we can call on off or something. Okay. Therefore, we have few properties. What these properties says? The property number 1. To understand this unit step function, we should go through the property. What it indicates, let us see. The property number 1 says, and it is known as transform of unit function. What it means? What is the meaning of transform of unit function? And what is the statement for this? What it says, if Laplace transformation of f of t is equal to f bar of s, which is well-known definition, then Laplace transformation of u of t minus a will be equal to e raised to minus as divided by s. This is the first property and which is known as transform of unit function. What it says, if Laplace transform of f of t is equal to f bar of s, this is known fact. If Laplace transformation of that function, which function instead of only f of t, which is u of t minus a, means unit step function or Heaviside function, therefore the Laplace transformation of Heaviside function will be equal to e raised to minus as divided by s. This is the result. Then we go through second property. What second property says? Second property says, and which is known as second shifting property. What it says, if Laplace transformation of f of t is equal to f bar of s, again well known, then Laplace transformation of f of t minus a into u of t minus a is equal to what? Let us see. F of t is f bar of s, but here it is f of t minus a along with unit step function, means there is a unit step function which is having a multiple of another function which is having t minus a as a variable. Then what it will be? This is equal to e raised to minus as into f bar of s. Getting f bar of s is very important here. Then it will be multiplied with e raised to minus as. That a will come from these two brackets. Fine. So this is known as second shifting property. Then we need to understand few note here. There are two properties now. One says the Laplace transformation of unit step function is e raised to minus as divided by s. Another says Laplace transformation of unit step function along with a multiple as of another function which is equal to e raised to minus as divided by a bar of s. Fine. Then there is a note. What is that note? First note I'll take. When f of t minus a, in this case only we can see f of t minus a, if it is equal to 1. If it is equal to 1. Then what happens? We can see here, if this is equal to 1, means automatically it becomes Laplace transformation of u of t minus a, like this. Then which is equal to what? Therefore, Laplace transformation of this, which is nothing but u of t minus a, which is equal to what? Again, the first property, that is e raised to minus as divided by s. Okay. Then we go through second note. What second note says? Most important note. Second and third will be most important one. What it says? It says if f of t is equal to, instead of single valued function, if it is a double valued function, what it says? If it is of f1 of t, where t is less than or equal to a, and f2 of t, where t is greater than a, then very important one, where the function is having double valued function, then how to get its unit step function. After getting unit step function, we will be getting Laplace transformation. That is very easy based on these two properties. But very first, if the function is double valued, how to write? We can write it as f of t is equal to first function, that is f1 of t, plus second function minus first function into u of t minus a. You can see from double valued function to unit step function connection. Fine. This is very important result in terms of conversion from double valued function into unit step function. Then after that, what to do? Apply Laplace transform on both sides. Then Laplace transform of first function, directly we can obtain. Laplace transform of the second function along with unit step, means we need either of these two properties are helpful to obtain the result. Then we will be having one more note. If the function is having triple valued function, if it is a triple valued, then it is f1 of t, f2 of t, then f3 of t. If it is f1 of t, where t is less than or equal to a, and it is f2 of t, where a is less than t is less than or equal to b, and it is f3 of t, third function, where t is more than b. Means what? In this case, what happens if you move from t is equal to 0 to 8 and then proceed, then what happens? Between 0 to a, means less than or equal to a, it will be first function. From here to here, it will be second function. Fine. Similarly, here what happens? It is a three term, a, b and continued. This is first function, this is second, and this is third function. Fine. So then what will be the simplification for this? Then f of t is equal to first function as usual. If I remove third, it will be same as the previous one. So like that only I need to write. Then second function minus first function into u of t minus a. It is same as this. But there is one more, third, that says third function minus a second function into unit step of t minus b. Understood? Unit step of t minus b. Therefore, again what happens? If you apply Laplace on both sides, then we will be getting the results. So f of t is equal to, apply the Laplace. This will be direct. This is